home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Michigan Wolverines. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wolverines offense will start this game off with the football. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So the Army Black Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with it.
Turning it on! Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Black Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Algier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Moves like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They believe they can run right here. There he goes. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Black Knights!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the move. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that make...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with a consistent...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown, Army! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive with an end around. Runs for the tackle. And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Benjamin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Backs looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score.
Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Fisher. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. On the move in the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He lets one fly deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Buying some time. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air, it's Ingram. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the returner will be dragged down. Clock is wound down. Just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Ingram. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an ear. The sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll keep it on the ground. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs to buy some time. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They want that clock to run. There he goes. Lowers those pads. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Ingram. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.